Okay, we have here arcs and central angles that we're going to be talking about. A central angle is an angle whose vertex is at the center. So the vertex is at the center. Here's our center. The sides of the angle are 2 radii. So the sides are made up of 2 radii. And I got a straight tool here. I might as well use it. This way it looks beautiful. There we go. There, that's beautiful. This is a central angle. Now I'm marking the smaller of the 2 angles. So I'm marking the green rotation versus the red rotation. And that's because a central angle not only has the vertex at the center, but it is less than or equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Okay. Now an arc, we're going to have arcs. So we're going to have this green arc. That's called the minor arc. And we're going to have the red arc. And the red arc is the major arc. I'm going to put some letters here so that I can name these things. So here we've got the center, O. I've got a point that I'll call A, and then B and C. The measure of a minor arc is equal to its central angle, equal to the central angle. It's named with 2 letters, so named with 2 letters. And we put a little arc mark above it. So the measure of arc BC, the measure of arc BC is actually equal to the measure of angle COB. So that's the central angle, angle COB. So if angle COB is 100 degrees, the measure of arc BC is also 100 degrees. And the measure of the major arc is going to be greater than or equal to 180 degrees. Now, I should say here, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say that the vertex is at the center and that the central angle is less than 180 degrees. So we're just going to say that it's less than 180 degrees. This way you don't get confused, because the central angle is named with 2 letters, right? I mean, it's attached to an arc that's named with 2 letters. However, once you get to 180 degrees, it becomes a major arc, and that major arc is named with 3 letters. As long as you know this part, that's a W. As long as you know this part, you're good. So if I'm talking about the measure of that red arc, I'm going to say the measure of arc BAC. I can't just say BC, otherwise it's going to take the short route. I have to say start at B, go through A, and end at C, so that it takes the route of the longer way around. The measure of arc BAC is not the same as the measure of arc BC. So arc BC is the minor arc, arc BAC is the major arc. And our arc addition postulate is just like the segment addition postulate or the angle addition postulate. A part plus a part equals a whole. So you can see here in color, the red part plus the blue part is equal to the whole thing, arc ABC. And we're going to use the arc addition postulate right here to show you how to solve for x. So first I'm going to start with the minor arc AD. That's 92 degrees. That means the measure of the central angle is also 92 degrees. So you can kind of get an idea here of what's happening. You know, does my answer make sense? That is definitely more than a right angle. So I'm going to say, yep, I agree with that drawing. Then we have Arc AB is going to be 4x plus 15. And then arc BD, hopefully you can see the color. You know, I don't think you can see the color, so I'm going to come back over it with a highlighter. Arc BD is 6x plus 3. So I've got arc AD, I've got arc AB, and arc BD. And all the way around the triangle, or the triangle, all the way around the circle is 360 degrees. So if I take the yellow arc plus the highlighted blue arc plus the highlighted orange arc, I'm going to get 360 degrees. So the blue is 4x plus 15. The orange is 6x plus 3. I'm going to add the three of those together and solve for x. So I've got 10x plus 92 plus 18. 15 and 3 is 18. 92 and 18 is 110 equals 360. I'm going to subtract the 110, and I'm going to get 10x equals 250. So the value of x is equal to 25. Now, if I were to plug that back in, 4 times 25 is 100. So this would be 115 degrees for a central angle, and it would equal 115 degrees for the measure of the arc. And 6 times 25 is 150, plus 3 would make this angle 153 degrees, and the arc 153 degrees. I'm just going to check 92 plus 115 plus 153. I'm going to make sure that I got my addition and subtraction all correct. 7 and 3 is 10, carry the 1. 10, 11, 16, carry the 1, 360. Yep, and my answer makes sense. And all I needed to do was solve for x, so there's my answer.